Hello, my name is Adam George Fournier, and I want to welcome you to my Tanqueray No. 10 Cocktail Masterclass, Alive with Freshness. By the time we're done here today, you're going to be able to impress your friends and actually charm complete strangers into becoming new friends with your bartending skills and your Tanqueray No. 10 Tiny Garden Martini. This cocktail was inspired by all of the Tanqueray No. 10 martinis my partner and I made together over the past year. It became a ritual and honestly a bit of a competition to see who could make the very best one. This variation uses herbs picked fresh from the garden, whole citrus peels to highlight the citrus heart of the gin, as well as a secret ingredient that takes this cocktail from great to incredible. Are you excited? Well, if you're not, you're about to be, so let's get started. The first part of making any world-class cocktail is actually preparation. In fact, 95% of all bartending is just prep work. That's a true fact. You can look for that on the internet. There's nothing worse than going to make a cocktail for a friend and halfway through realizing that you've forgotten a tool or an ingredient. So before we start mixing anything, I'm gonna walk you through every single thing you're gonna need today. Now, you cannot make a tiny garden martini without Tanqueray No. 10. Literally designed for martinis, what makes this gin so unique is its citrus heart. It is distilled with whole oranges, grapefruits, and limes on a pot still nicknamed Tiny 10. That's actually where the number 10 in its name comes from, and it's these flavors that we're gonna be highlighting here today. You also can't make a good martini without a good vermouth. We're gonna be using a high quality French dry vermouth to really highlight the floral nature of the gin. I also went out to the garden today and picked a bunch of fresh basil. Make sure you save at least one leaf for garnish. I've also got whole lemon, grapefruit, and orange to highlight that citrus heart of the gin. My secret ingredients are fruity, first pressed virgin olive oil. This is what really sets this cocktail apart. Now that we have all of our ingredients together, let's check our tools. You can't drink a tiny garden martini without a glass. I love this cocktail glass, but what's important about the glass isn't the size or the shape, but about your experience of drinking it. Find something that really speaks to you, that you really enjoy. Next, you're going to need a jigger or a measuring cup to properly measure your ingredients. You're going to need some good quality ice to chill and dilute, a vegetable peeler, a strainer, a spoon, and a vessel to chill and prepare your cocktail in. If you have a mixing glass at home, that's perfect, but you don't need professional equipment to make a great drink at home. And to prove that, I'm gonna make this drink in my favorite French press coffee maker. All right, all of our ingredients are now assembled, so it's time to get to the actually fun part of making our cocktail. So our first step is you are going to cut a zest from each one of your citrus fruits. To do that, you are going to take the fruit in one of your hands and tuck your fingers back to keep them safe. Apply firm pressure to the top of your vegetable peeler and then peel the citrus away from the blade. This ensures that you're gonna cut a nice, even, wide zest every single time, but it also, more importantly, keeps your fingers safe. Once you have all three of those cuts, you can go ahead and drop them into our glass, forming the citrus heart of our cocktail. Now, we're gonna bring the garden to the party with 3 to 4 large basil leaves. Go ahead and give them a smack to wake them up. We'll go ahead and drop them in as well. And now, it's 20 milliliters of our French vermouth. Like I said, this vermouth really highlights the floral natures of this gin, especially the chamomile flowers, which are another unique aspect of Tanqueray No. 10. Which brings us back to the star of our show, with 50 milliliters of Tanqueray No. 10. Like I said, this gin was engineered for martinis, right down to the shape of the bottle, which actually rests in your hand just like a cocktail shaker. Everything in this cocktail is meant to highlight the life and heart of this gin without overwhelming it or hiding it, which is why you're gonna be stirring and not shaking this cocktail. So go ahead and fill your vessel to the top with ice. And then to stir, you're going to take your spoon or a chopstick or a long, thin knife, place it down the side of your glass, and I want you to think about pulling the spoon towards yourself and then pushing it away. What this does is allows the natural resistance of the ice in the glass to smoothly stir, spin, and dilute your cocktail without adding any extra aeration that could mask the subtlety or complexity of this gin. It also creates a velvety smooth texture as the citrus and basil literally infuses into the cocktail as we're making. Once your drink is fully diluted, which should take about 30 to 40 seconds, so we're gonna give it another few stirs here. Excellent. After that, you'll take the top of your French press, press it on down to stop that ice, fully extracting the drink and the oils, and you'll pour it into your cocktail glass. Good to the last drop there. Once everything is in your glass, you're going to finish the drink with 10, get it? 10 drops of olive oil. And then you're going to grab that little basil leaf that you saved from before and make yourself a nice little basil boat to lay right on top of your drink. Now go ahead and give that a smell. Man, this drink really just jumps out of the glass at you. It is so fresh. It is no wonder this was the winner of my House Martini contest, and I'm sure it'll be a hit for you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today to make the Tanqueray number 10 Tiny Garden Martini. I hope you enjoy, but please, remember to enjoy responsibly.